Specialized Gravity, the French national champion, the reigning UCI Downhill World Cup overall title holder, sets off to try and break his bogey track. Fort William has never been kind to this man. Is this the year he finally rights the wrongs?
He got a disc brake cover on his bike. I haven't seen that before.
They never stop tinkering with this specialized prototype, and everything they seem to be doing seems to be working so far. Bruni, absolutely superb through there.
Yeah, that's looking really good. Yeah, Loic's looked comfortable all weekend on the right lines. Just, I don't know, it seems to me like he's kind of figured it out. His qualifying time was, I think, a shocker to everybody. He came down almost 3 seconds faster than everybody, and I'm curious to see what happens this run, because there's a lot of energy to put into one of those runs, and I don't know if he backed off a little bit. I mean, obviously the semi was still very competitive in third. Really fast time, but you kind of almost feel like he was maybe saving a little more in the tank for today.
Clips a pull on his way through there. Bruni swings left.
Man, look at that split.
1 second faster at the first split for Loic Bruni. His best here was 4th at the UCI Worlds last season. Before that, you had to go back to 2018 for a 5th. He had that huge get-off in 2019, if you remember that mid-air. Yeah. We talked about it with him earlier in the week, and he said it was one of the worst crashes because he had so much time to think about the impact.
Yeah, nothing like flying through the air, Ricky Bobby style. You're like, yep, flying through the air right now.
Yeah.
Not good. It was a huge crash, man. He hit his face. He was kind of bleeding everywhere. It was a scary one. It was good to see him walk away from that. But
he didn't just walk away from it. He rallied to take the title that year as well. Just as tough as it gets, Loic Bruni. But there is Anik Moore in all its terrifying majesty. So many holes.
Yes, this never ends.
Loic Bruni, though, is looking to make sense of them here today, going for his best result in Fort William. He'd love to get this year off with a win, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that would. I mean, he's the guy to beat this year, right? He's got the #1 plate on this bike for a reason. Fort William's kind of been the puzzle he hasn't been able to solve in the past. If he could start the season with a win here, that's going to be a bit of trouble for everybody else to figure that one out. Last year as well, I think there was definitely more wins that he probably should have gotten, but whether it was rain or little crashes.
Andorra, yeah, there was that, and he had a bit of a social spat with Thibaut Deprella online about it, and yeah, he got it done the hard way last year, Loic Bruni, with that title.
Yeah, I think the results didn't quite show where he was at. He did win the championship, but it was, I think he had more wins in him. So if this year goes a little smoother, oh yeah, man, this is a big run.
That is 2.7 seconds faster for Loic Bruni.
That is a lot of time on this track.
158 beats per minute, 6 times a UCI Downhill World Champion. Last year was his 3rd World Cup overall title, and what a way to start this season. 2.7 seconds up at the second split in Fort William.
Yeah, it is very hard to pick this run apart and find something he's doing wrong.
Bruni,
seems like the bike's working well. He's just spot on, his lines everywhere.
When he and that Specialized start clicking together, he kind of skims through stuff. You never see him sort of get impacted by the holes he's traveling over. Top 3 at the minute, Dakota Norton, Lucas Shaw, Benoit Coulange. That looks all set to change if this run keeps going the way it's going.
Yeah, and he has a history at the bottom. I don't know if it's that bike, if he's got lockouts or...
2.5 now, so he's dropped 2/10.
Yeah, whatever they do, he finds time at the bottom of tracks. That thing goes really quick. He's super efficient. You'll see him staying low here, nice and tucked in.
Multiple suspension modes on that bike, so he will have a setup for these jumps to stiffen things up to carry the maximum speed. He just needs to get the wheels set down the right place and get on the pedals. 165 beats per minute now. Bruni now heads down towards the line. There's not much more he can do apart from this final jump. Is Loic Bruni going to go into the hot seat in Fort William?
Deep.
Bruni takes the lead by 3 seconds from Dakota Norton. That is how you start a title defense. Loic Bruni punches the air. He's not done it that often in Fort William. That one felt good.
Yeah, what a run. Wow. We were wondering if he's figured it out. I think he answered that. That looked about as good as it gets.
I hadn't seen that disc brake cover. I don't think it was entirely down to the disc brake cover.
I don't think he was even running that in practice first day.